See if I have sound this time. I hope. I hope. And some technical difficulty. Let's see what we got. Ah, there it is. Okay. Should be good now. Let's walk here. Not yet. Ready? It's hot. Okay. One. Here's a good one. So a little before. All right. A little after. Guys, you guys get kicked up a little bit. Let's try you out here. Oh, did I just mess you up? Nope. Okay. So, I had a little technical difficulty a little bit ago. Didn't have no sound. I had to start over again. I hate it when that happens. So now we are going to do I'm going to read this handle. So, we're going to do this, we're going to do a little iron acetate. What is that? Huh. It's hot, but it's not. That was weird. That was a weird sensation. Okay. Hey Nano, how's it going? I'm good, how about you? There we go. Oh. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been a little off. I'm better now, though. I was a couple days ago. I was a little bit tired. Oh, my wife is throwing stuff at me. Yeah, I don't get much for naps. Once in a while, I'll take one. I just gotta get caught up. The last couple of days were not the best. So. That, and I've been trying to get a few things going with raw axes and trying to figure out the website. Got a website. Not yet. It's not up yet. Let me take that back a little bit. Well, hang on one second. I mainly restore axes. I carve and I make my own axe handles. This is one I'm going to be working on here in a little bit. You know, they usually start out as a board. So, but this is going to go for that head there. But I mainly restore and build axes. And I repair heads. This one was a repair that I did. On my channel, you'll see it. This one was split all the way down the back. A customer of mine, friend, customer, he metal detects in New York. And he gets a bunch of these heads out of the ground. So this is one he sent me for myself, and I broke the handle on it the other day, and I really didn't like that handle. But this is the latest one I did for him. I gotta clean the head off. I'm gonna use a little bit more, but this one's pretty much finished. I'm going to touch up the edge a little bit, but other than that, Bolivian rosewood, palm swells, and heartwood hickory with the cross wrench. And you can see how rough some of these are, and they're 100% usable. And this is another one of my handles. French curve. This one here is an Elwell Tassie. That's ash. That's an ash handle. Yeah, they are real. A lot of these heads, especially the one this is the next one I'm working on for him. So I'll reprofile it, cut it back here, and put a new edge on it. And this will be 100% usable too. There's nothing wrong with this head. It's a really good, I mean, other than it's been in the ground for 100 years. It's in good shape. So, yeah, right now I'm going to wait for this to dry. So we'll just lean that up there for now. Let that dry. Once that's dry, I'll do a light sand on it. And then I'll put some oil on it and it'll be finished. This one I gotta get this one to spin a little bit. Let me switch this so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah, I can get this right. All right, you have a good one. Stay safe, all right? Thanks for stopping by. Well, we can bust up here. Let's get this. Oh. Oops, come around. Down to just a little bit. That way. Hey John, how's it going? I know, there's quite a few. Thanks, John. How you been? I'm going to that axe swap meet in Missouri tomorrow. At Eli's. Hey Juan, how's it going? Okay. Came back from Smitty, saw. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna have to hit those. Do you go to Bunyan at all, or? I gotta get into that. I got saws. I gotta get them running. You have too many irons in the fire right now, though. working on a I hear ya. Yeah, I don't think I ever run out of irons in the fire. They just switch off. It's moving. She's almost there. Good. She's almost there. Yeah, I I wanted to go to Taz, but it's the same time as our anniversary, so it was either Taz during our anniversary or Buck and Stock the week after. So I'm going to Buck and Stock this year. Plus it's only 9 hours away. So I could probably swing that. But next year I plan on going to Taz. So plus I'm trying to get a website going. Actually, it's being built right now. It should be up and running in a week or two. So got the new hats. So, yeah, see what happens. Jumping in with both feet. See this one here? I've had this before, but I broke the handle on it a couple days ago. So it's got the British broad arrow on it. She's chunky. Hey, how's it going? No, I think it's an American felling pattern. It's from, I believe, don't quote me on this, but with the stamp on it, and it was dug out of the ground in New York. I want to say it's mid 1700s American felling pattern, which probably turned into the Connie later on, but it's got a pole on it. It's that pancake. Yeah, here's another one I did. I just finished this one. This is a DR Barton. Same style head, out of the same area. But it's solid. I chopped with it the other day. It's not really a chopping pattern, but it threw chunks, so it needs touched up on the bit right now. Oh yeah, the cross wedge. You believe that's my first one? First cross wedge I ever did. That one right there. Can't believe I pulled it off. Thank you though. So this will be gone. This will be going home next week. So I think that other one is dry. Let's check it out. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I think this one is dry. I think so. Let's finish this one up. This is a head. This is an axe I've had for a few years now. This is my first attempt. My first version of a French curve. So oh, that's something finer than that. This one will work. Something finer. I'll take off what I just put on. Too fine. 150. Oh, come on here. Oh, over here. This will work. So, put that iron acetate on, and it raises some hairs on the wood. So you just go over it. You don't want to go over it too hard, just lightly, just to knock down the little fine hairs that usually come up. Okay. Let's throw some walk on this. See what happens. Let's throw some walk on this. This is always amazing me. The first few times I used iron acetate, I was like, oh my god, that looks so bad. Oh, it's like crap. You see, it looks all dull, right? Just blah. First couple times I used it. Should I go clear or dark? I always go dark. I always go clear. Let's do dark. Gonna shake this up. Okay, so let's do it. This is going to be really dark. That's okay. Yeah. So the color's going to be really dark. We usually use the natural Waka. Okay, we'll let that soak in for a second. Let that soak in for a second. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, because like I said, I usually go with the lighter Waka, the clear natural. But I really don't have any. Well, I got one, but this is ash here. I'm gonna do this one I'm working on now. I'm gonna do iron acetate on the hickory. Hickory, it darkens it up, gives it that light old brown color like this. Hopefully it'll be, the old look. So. Huh? No, I'm still going. What do you want? Want to come say hi? I won't be too much longer.
Going some crackers over there.
Wives. They don't want to come on lives. I don't know why. Wow, 346? How's everybody doing? Okay. So I'll probably hit this another 2 or 3 times. And then that walk will really well, this has got a little figure to it. Now that iron acetate, all I did was I made that. I made that stuff. So it's got a little figure in there, not much, but a little bit. Yeah, not bad. This is one of those handles that I was just trying out. You know, this is like I said, this is one of my first French curve designs. It's a little curvy. It swings actually amazingly well. It's got run out, but like I said, it's mine, so, and I beat the snot out of this thing. It's on video. I've chopped with it, split with it. Massimo from Italy. How's it going? I got 3 sisters-in-law in Italy. Actually, I think my mother-in-law's over there too right now. But yeah, this thing has performed fairly well. But yeah, I'll hit this a couple more times. She'll shine right up. So I'm glad that's done. It deserved an upgrade. Put it over here. Okay. I need more axe storage. Or less axes. Nah, just more storage. You guys are crooked, aren't you? Let me fix that. There we go. Is that better? You guys were a little cockeyed there for a second. Just a little bit better. Oh yeah, it's much better. Okay. Now, let's get this thing hung and shaped. Let's see if we can get that done. Now that she's straightened out, I can start moving it down the handle. It's got to go just a little bit more, but I can get that as I go. What do we got here? I need a storage wheel. A way to store them. Yeah. I'll tell you, I've got a half a bell. I think it was an old, like a shelf display, maybe. It's old, but it's full. And so I might try and pick something up at Eli's tomorrow in Missouri. So I've seen that there was some that's going to be there. I might pick up a couple. So, but yeah, I definitely need either that or build something. So, okay. That's one thing about heads like this. You never really, most of the time you never really get a full line across there. Like that's an empty space. But like this here, is where that hole is. Kind of not the smoothest thing in the world inside that eye. So, she has to move. What we got here? All right, John, you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Well, that's this down. Okay. So we're about a little over half right now. And it's moving. It's slowly moving over. Yeah, she's getting there. Let's cool off. I want to at least get this at least peeking out the top. And then I'll shake this handle up. So everybody got big plans for the weekend? Hey Andre, how's it going? They're removed. Bad. Really close. Let's see here. Okay. Just start shaping this handle down. So there's a certain shape that you want when you're shaping a handle. Kind of a teardrop shape. I think I have an example here. Yeah, it's not a great example, but so basically you're looking to be a little bit wider on top, thinner on the bottom. So that's the goal. An oblong is stronger than round. I don't know why they make round handles now. They're they're bigger and bulkier and just, they think it's stronger. It isn't. So. We gotta go along here. Oh, we good? Yeah, that works. We're getting there. Yeah. Let's shake that back. Let's shake it back. So, let's see. We can hold on to here. Get some to drink. Okay. So, spin that around on the other side. Move this over. Yeah. So how are things going? Anybody got any good weekend plans? We're going to an axe meet tomorrow, an axe swap meet at Eli's in Missouri. It's only a couple hours away, so that'll be good. Anything you guys want to talk about? I almost got this done. There was a little check that popped up there. But it's a non-issue. It went away. It's going away. It'll be gone once I get it all sanded out and everything. It'll be gone. But sometimes stuff like that pops up. And there's nothing you can do about it. That is what you get when you mess with wood. The little surprises. Every so often, you can't do nothing about. It's kind of like life. Just get little surprises every so often. You just can't do nothing about it. You just gotta go with it. You just gotta go with it. Around. Smooth this out. Okay. Puma? Is that right? I'm making an axe handle. And it's getting there. Pretty close. Yeah, she's climbing. I think that's going to be a good splitting. It's going to be a good splitter. I'm going to take it all the way down to the shoulder here. But yeah, it should be good. Oh yeah. That's we'll have to come up just a little bit. Okay, see we're hitting across there. Then we're hitting across there and heavy right here in front. I'm going to have to check to see if she's open or closed. I want it slightly open on the hang. I'll show you what that is here, but the only place I want to take wood right now is underneath the marks. So I'm going to take it out of here. Don't be afraid to come down here, because that's where you got to go anyway. It's hitting slightly here, nothing major, and then heavy on this side. And I take a bunch out of here. So let's do that. The whole shaking the axe end thing is kind of boring, isn't it? I don't usually do that too much on a live because it's kind of time consuming. And it doesn't make for good watching. Like I said, don't be afraid to come down farther. A little bit there. Too much on the front. Should be good. There? Nope. This is the way she wants to go around, so. See where that eye is. Get back around a bit. There it goes. Pretty sweet. Jeez. Okay. So it's going. It's moving. Almost to the first knuckle now. I like to use my finger as a measuring device. That way it lets me know if I'm moving or not and how much I'm moving. A little farther over. Still hitting hard there though. It's just the way that eye is formed. Let's see if we can make a bigger move this time. Let's see if we can make a bigger move. Me. She has got to go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she moved quite a bit that time. Yeah. Nope, she's straight. Yep, okay. Alright. Now we can go straight down. Amanda, how's it going? Starting to creep back a little bit. I want it to stay. I think it's just the way that eye is shaped. Not seeing the way it look like that. It's not a bad thing. I don't want it to close up though. Not bad. Not bad. Looks closed. Just the way it is, but it's not. What do you think? Screw over just a little bit. Looks like an axe. So, really like to get this thing sanded up tonight and some iron acetate on it. Oh, little spot. Okay, so now this being in the ground probably a good 100 years. So I'm calling that a solid line. Little opening there, little opening there. There's an opening there. And then this is where that hole is. So when you have an old head like this, you know, it's going to be pretty rough. You know, you have an opening there. See that? It's a solid head. It doesn't look solid, but it's a solid head. I've used it. I just broke the handle on it 2 days ago. So this is when I got this, it was split all the way across, all the way through. You can see all the way through there. Opened up a little bit. It's on my channel, the repair, and there it is now. It was all rusted up, but on each side it's got the British broad arrow, old military British broad arrow stamp there, and then this side isn't as good, but it still is there. You can see it. So with that stamp and where it was located, I'm guessing mid 1700s. That was pulled out of the ground in New York. One of my customers does metal detecting there. And he gets a lot of artifacts. He goes to a lot of old historical sites. So that are now farm ground. And he gives permission. I think it's a relative of his or somebody like that. I just finished one of his heads. Put a handle on it. Put a new edge on it. See if we can. Yeah, it's right here. This is one of his heads. I put a new handle on. This is my short vintage handle pattern. Bolivian rosewood palm swells. It's got the cross wedge in it. Bolivian rosewood down the center with bloodwood cross wedge. And then this is a D.R. Barton head, which puts this head mid 1800s. So I used it. I'm gonna, before I send it off to him next week, I'll have it all cleaned up and shined up, and it'll be ready for him to use. It's a good splitter. Feels good in the hand. Heartwood hickory. So. Let's see where this lines up here. It. All the way around. So, you see how that all fills in right there? All right. Even where that hole is. All right. And we're about a little over a ½ inch away. But I would like to come down about 1 inch. So, how's this looking? Still not bad. Okay. Man, it's digging hard in the front. Let me leave that this time. It's all the way around though. A little high, a little low spot there. Not bad. Not bad. So let's see if we can get a good move on this. Remember, you only want to take off under where it's touching. So we got a little bit of, see where it's touching there. We just want to take off here and here. I'll take off a little bit there, but I think I'm going to leave that and see if I can't get the head to move a little bit. It's hitting hard there and there. Let's see if we can get the head just to open up just a hair, just to get this way. Don't need much. See if we can get the back of that to engage a little bit more. I just don't want it to, I just don't want the head to start sliding back. I want it to go straight down. Right now, with that big an end, if she wants to slide back this way, I don't want that. See what happens. Let's see what happens. See if we can get that back to engage a little bit. Oops. Well, one thing I gotta do before I really mess it up. I need to chamfer this edge. Let's do this. Okay. I think she's touching. I think she's touching. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we got. We're still on. Yep. All right. I think we're touching. Pretty much. Just a little spot right there. We got one more time. And then we'll drop her straight. One more time. See, you're a little bit further across there. Starting to hit heavy. Hitting heavy here too. I think it's just the way that eye is shaped. It wants to force you. It wants to force you in on the handle. I want to come this way. I want to stay out as far as I can. So we So, okay. So, okay. You're close. Oh, you're close. Okay, so before I do the next fit, won't do nothing there. How are we doing? 217. How's everybody doing? Oh. You. She's almost down. I keep on saying I'm gonna. Let's do that. And screw this up and break this. Let's chamfer these edges off. Sometimes I get lazy. in a I don't chamfer these edges. I haven't broke one yet. Knock on wood. And I think it's just because I've been lucky. It's a good idea to knock down the sharp edges. You have less of a chance of splitting off a chunk of wood when you're banging on the back. So okay. Hey Moonlight, how's it going? Thank you. Pretty close. Okay, so nothing to take off there. Nothing's touching right there. So that's not a bad thing. We're hitting a little hard there. Okay. So, I think we're pretty close. What do we got here? One, how's it going? Maybe something to old compressor. Okay, we are even. Close. One more fit and she should be above the top. So Well, it depends on how dry it is. If it's super dry, like this stuff is, and I don't have that. If I had my meter close, like this is, I'm almost certain this is below 10%. If it's that dry, it's not going to shrink anymore. Now it all depends on how you store it, because if it's real humid in the room you're storing it in, it's going to swell up a little bit. And then as you fit it, if it goes to a drier climate, it's going to shrink. So it just, as long as you oil it good and keep the oil, get a good oil, like 2 or 3 hits, it should stay for quite a while. And it also depends on how you store it. But if you start out like in a real humid climate, you're going to want to oil the tops and make sure it's good and dry before you seat the head. And that way, because I've had, when I first started, I got a hold of some hickory that wasn't quite dry all the way, and in a short order it shrunk. So okay. Back. We'll drop down far enough. Maybe an issue. Just poking out. So I'd like to get that, I'd like to go at about another probably ½ inch. But this is usually where I start using the sander, getting everything smoothed out. I'm gonna iron acetate this. Keep around. Just that. This is all cut out. The handle's good. Alright. Okay. Fix that. So all the way there she engaged across the back. Alright. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's coming in handy. Do one more fit up right there. Finish shaping that. All right, have a good one, Jonathan. And the side box for the fan that moved out. Yeah, that would be an awesome gift. Pretty close to sanding this. What do you do? Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm a pipe fitter, welder, as my main job. I've been doing that for 27 years now, 28 years. So, this is a head I fixed. This head was split all the way down the back, like in wide open. It's on my channel, but I ground it out, repaired it. But I repair heads too. So, if they're broken. Yeah, it takes, it's one of those things, especially TIG welding. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I've done a few. Especially Tazzies, because Tazzies are really thin on the back. Yeah, this one here was busted down the back too. They're really thin on the back. Tazzies, they break all the time right across the back. As a matter of fact, I got another one coming. It's on its way in the mail. I gotta fix another Tazzy. But that's the only way I get Tazzies, is if they're broken. Well, I don't charge regular price to fix them either. Like if you was to take those to like a regular weld shop, they would charge way too much. I mean, not way too much, but more than what people would want to pay to have a head fixed. So some of these fixes, you know, they charge probably 3 or 4 times more than the head itself is worth. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and one of my customers, I told him, you know, because he went to look for somebody else to fix the head. I said, yeah, go ahead. And he come back and he was kind of shocked. And when I broke down what all went into, you know, all the perishable stuff that goes into a weld like that, you know, with the air and the filler rod. You know, if you're TIGging, you know, you gotta pay for the argon. Yeah, it's just kind of, the normal person doesn't think of all that stuff, and the grinding wheels and the flapper discs and everything. Yeah, I tell you what, my very first axe was an X27, the Fiskars, and then this was years ago. And then I started with it, and then I kind of scratched the surface of the old axe world. It was amazing. Just, so then I had most of all the stuff. I ended up buying 2 saws, but I had the belt grinder I built. Speaking of fabrication, you might like this. Here, let's switch you around here. I built that years ago. See the skateboard wheels? So the only thing I bought was that motor and the skateboard wheels. Everything else is handmade. So I do a little fabrication. And then my detachable vise. So although I need a new vise. Keep saying that. But I'll probably never get rid of this one. Yeah, this is my dad's old vise. So he passed away 6 years ago now. So, like I said, I'll tear it down, repair it, put it back. I'll fight this thing forever, probably. Well. Leave it there. Let's send her up. See what she. Probably the longest live ever. We've got to let her roll. I am really happy with this phone center though. Let me get some new paper. Yeah, it's pretty close. I think if you go like where you're where you type in your text, there should be something, at least there is on mine. There should be like a face and the bar that goes across the top of the keyboard. There should be a face there. If you touch it, I think regular emojis show up. I could be wrong. You see it? Yeah, there you go. How's it going? Yeah, yeah. This is coming in handy quite a bit. And then I've got a wood one. I've got a wood vise. I need to put new jaws on, but I can take this one off and slide that one in there. How's it doing? Oh yeah. I'm just gonna get this close. This one is for me. So I'm not gonna be too worried about a few rust marks here and there. It's pretty heavy right there. Hey Louise, how's it going? What's the possibilities? Go to somewhere else in the shop. Yeah, I'm limited. This is my shop. What you see here, this is pretty much it. So, I mean, I got the corner here with the belt grinder and the bandsaw. Oh, yeah, it is the best way. I got my car here, so. We'll keep one on the. Yeah. Okay. I think Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's you know, a little bit more time. I've been on here forever today. I'm going to do something different with this rear end. I think I might leave it lighter. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll play around with it. But let's try. Let's do a little iron acetate on it. And see what happens. I have not done iron acetate on hickory yet. I know what it's supposed to do, but I've never done it yet. So iron acetate is vinegar, white vinegar, and steel wool, or steel shavings, or whatever you can put. If you use steel wool, they make steel wool without oil in it. If you get steel wool from the grocery store, it's going to have oil in it, and you got to wash it out. Otherwise, it won't work. It'll just sit there and just do nothing. So what I usually do, like on this jar here, okay, so on this jar here, what is this? This is 1.5 cups. 12 ounces. So, what do I use? Half a pad. So usually these come out, you know, they come all rolled up like so. And yeah. So this has oil on it. So what you want to do is you want to get it in there, get some dish soap, rub it in there, wash it off real good. And then I just tore off half a pad or 3/4 of a pad, stick it in there, pour white vinegar in there, and then it shouldn't take very long for it to start doing its thing. When you have a lid, keep the lid loose because pressure will build up in there. see if we can speed this up a little bit. Put it from the fan. Let it dry. Yeah. I think it's 4/0 steel wool. So the effects. Let me see if I can find the left. Okay, so one. And where are you at? There you are. Okay, so this is ash. It's just normal ash, just regular oil, vodka. It's got bug holes in it. This is why this is my handle. But nothing special. Still looks okay. Right? And then here's what iron acetate does to it. It brings out all the figure in the wood, everything. Same, pretty much same board, just different ways of finishing it. So, and same oil, same exact oil. Just iron acetate and regular. So now different woods react differently. So and I believe hickory yeah. Yeah, a little chemistry helps occasionally. No, actually I use vodka. It's got varnish in it. A lot of guys like to use boiled linseed oil, and I've used it, but I like this stuff. It's a little bit more toxic, probably a lot more toxic than boiled linseed, but I like the way this works. I like the effect of it. It's got varnish in it, so you got to shake it up. Hey Keys, how's it going? Yeah, I believe on hickory, it darkens it up. And I can see it. So it also raises the grain a little bit. So you gotta go over it with, I go over it with 300. What is this? Yeah, this is 400. I go over it with 400. So, yeah, we'll oil this up. Then I'll call it a night. I think I've been on long enough. Spend some time with the wife. Watch a movie. Yes. Yes, I have. As a matter of fact, what do I got here? This is Beeswax. This is Murphy's. This is Phoebe. This is Howard. But yes, I have her the Murphy's oil. For me, it is 4:45. I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. Oh, thanks. You know, I can't say if Murphy's any good on axes or not. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I just have not used it yet. I probably should, just so I can speak on it. I don't think I have any. But it'd be worth a try. I should try it, just so I can say one way or the other. No, that's not this. Should be dry enough, I think. Yeah, see how it darkened up? So right now, it looks pretty nasty, right? Pretty gray. It darkened up pretty good. That's the big thing, especially with ash. When I first started using iron acetate, oh, I was like, what did I do? Because ash turns like a really light gray. And it's just really not good. So, yeah, it was kind of, first couple times I'm like, what did I do? God, so stupid. So, just do a light sanding, go over it, knock down all the high grain. No, don't do that. Yeah, it's pretty, it's amazingly easy to make, and a little bit goes a long ways. Like, it'll last forever. You'll probably throw it out before you ever use it all. I think that's pretty good. All right. Do this. let's see. So this is what it looks like right now. Kind of dull, kind of blah. Alright. Let's see. What this looks like, how dark it is with just natural vodka. I can always go darker if I want. So, this is the clear, basically clear vodka. There's no stain in it at all. And then this is the dark vodka, dark walnut. So, okay, let's do this. Right. It's a pretty neat look. So that is with vodka. We'll let that set up for a little bit. Let that soak in. So you see the difference? This is with vodka without iron acetate. So you can see the difference that the iron acetate makes. So this is a hardwood sapwood mix, but this is all sapwood. That iron acetate darkened that up quite a bit. So you was talking about shrinkage and handles. This is the first handle I ever did. It's changed a couple times. It was a lot longer, bigger. I don't know what I was doing at that time. But I made it and it shrunk. So this head became loose, and I went over it again and I rethought things and I learned. Now this is one of my main handle patterns, and that head's been hung like that for years. Yeah, that's a huge difference. Now, if I wanted to, like on another handle, if I wanted to go darker, I'd either go darker vodka or another coat of iron acetate. And that would darken that up. Yeah, there's a straight sapwood handle there. This is not my handle, this is factory handle. Or HB or Vika. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that one come out pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. That was the first. That was the flagship. That was the first one. First head I ever hung. Twice. No, it should stay like this. Once you throw the oil on it, this is the way it's going to be. It'll darken with use, but and then what I'll do is I will I'll go over it a few more times with oil. And then let's see what this is going to look like when I finish it. So that'll be it right there. It'll go down a little bit farther than that. I want it to stick up a little bit more. That is it. Should be a good one. Where do I get a dry hickory handle that has not been treated? There's several different places. You I can make them to whatever you want. I usually go as ordered. I don't have anything on hand. Whiskey River is a good one. I think TD handles. They're newer. They've been pretty good from what I've seen. None of them are treated. If they have anything at all, they'll be right on the ends. Hoffman Blacksmithing and Hoffman Handles. He makes a pretty decent handle. Really good handles. Mark Diddick is another good one. Those guys are all of those guys are turned. They're all turned on a lathe. All of them. There's very few out there like myself that hand make the handles per order. East Coast Lumberjack. He's in Canada. He's really good. He goes from log to handle. That dude he rives out all the handle wood himself. He grabs a log, splits it up, dries it. It's like a 2-year process. Yeah. So all my handles, they start out like this. This would be like this handle, full sized. Or I've got, this is bloodwood here. And then I do like laminated palm swells. So here. Right? Like this is a bloodwood handle. Laminated palm swells. This is hackberry. Right? And that came out of a board like this. Like this one. I've made a couple smaller ones. I've got a pattern of a smaller. Uh-oh. Somebody's calling. I don't have it handy. But I've made hammer handles before. Yeah, let me see. Let me check real quick. Oh, I missed it. I don't know who that was. It's probably the wife. Oh, it's been almost 3 hours. Sorry about that. But yeah. Hey, what's going on? Just on a 3-hour live. No big deal. Might as well stay on another 15 minutes, making a full 3 hours. Just finished up this hickory handle for the broad arrow head, the broad arrow axe. Got to drop her down another 1/2 inch, but yeah, iron acetate, of course. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but yeah, I'll probably finish this. I'm going to Missouri tomorrow to Eli's, so that swap meet down there. But other than that, so how's the giveaway axe going? I haven't watched that live yet. How close are you to 1,000? Are you almost there? Yeah, this is going to be a good one. This is going to bust up some wood pretty good. So. Yeah, there's quite a few guys making handles out there. Not too many of them are making them by hand. There's a few, but not a lot. So, yeah, that's probably my wife calling me.
What's taking so long? Why are you down there for so long? Nobody wants to hear you talk.
Oh, yeah, I had a sinus infection that I think I'm over it now, but yeah, it sucks. I hear you. Well, I hear you. I'll tell you what, if you want to get a hold of me, um, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, all under Raw Axes. And then here pretty soon, within about a week, maybe probably closer to 2 weeks, I'll have my website going. That'll be up and running. So you can get a hold of me there also. But for right now, it's Facebook and Instagram. Just message me. It's just Raw Axes, and I'll pop up. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous, anxious about the website. So I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be good. So yeah, get well soon, Moon. Take care of that stuff. So well, I think I'm going to call it quits. So yeah, yeah, I can do that. Um, I'll just I'll just ask for a few measurements, but otherwise, yeah, I can get it pretty close because that's basically what I do. But I'll draw it up. But this is one of my this is I copy this. I don't have it here now. I sent it off, but yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem. Yeah, no problem, Jonathan. Yeah, that handle there. This is a vintage handle I found. Um, and it is 5/8, but right in there, just slightly over 5/8 thick. And then it goes up just under 3/4. But it's been used. You know, it's seen some time. But yeah, it's just a. And I found it, I kept it, and I use it as a pattern now. Yeah, no, that stays in the jar. So, but yeah, it's I've used it quite a bit. You guys have wanted it. And then they wanted it shorter though. And that's a little bit tricky sometimes. That's where that one come in. That's where this one is the shrunk down version. Right? Of that pattern. We want it a little bit shorter. Again, a little bit more palm swell, but other than that, I didn't go as, I left it a little bit thicker, which I usually do, because a lot of times you're asking for trouble if you send out something that thin. They usually break them. But I don't go overly thick. You know, 3/4, a little over 3/4, because he's going to use this as a splitter. It's going to be a user, so. Yeah, but it held up. It had a head on it, and it's straight across grain. It's not vertical grain like they say to use. It's straight across grain, and yet it's in one piece. So I think they knew something back then that they have forgotten over the years. Yeah, this is that D.R. Barton head. That is mid 1800s. So, okay. The value of that axe or the head, well, I have no idea what that head is worth. Depends on who's buying it. Like this one here, I don't, with that British broad arrow stamp on it, the right collector, you're talking a lot of money. I wouldn't even know. I hate to guess on those. That, I put that together, and I'll be honest, I charged him $160 for it. Now my price is probably, he's one of my first customers, so my prices might go up a little bit, but not much. I'm gonna try and keep all my prices kind of low, especially at the beginning, because I don't. Yeah, and he sent the head, and I just reprofiled it, the bit, sharpened it up, and it made the handle. So, and hung it. So now if I get the head, if I supply the head, and it depends on what the head is, then it goes up from there. But yeah, it's in the making. I got to get. All I got to do is get content and pictures and axes I want to put on there for sale. I'm thinking about this is the hats are new. I've got stickers, so shirts are a little bit tough, but axes that's going to be my to-do list, is make a few axes to put on the website. So this one is not going on there. This is mine. So so with that being said, I am going to get off. So I gotta, before the wife gets irritated at me, don't want that. She's Hispanic, so I don't want an irritated Hispanic woman yelling at me. So, so that being said, yeah, you guys take it easy. I'm not sure when my next live will be. Probably Monday, I'm guessing. I don't know if I'll do one this weekend. Probably not. But probably Monday or Tuesday, I'll be with my next live. So, that being said, everybody have a good weekend and stay safe. Take it easy.